This is a very simple video explaining two food recipes. I'm making this because I've been specifically asked to make this, and it's no problem for me to make it. To make a cake cat, or a cack, C-A-K, you need a few items. They are not very hard to acquire. The only difficult part of actually making these sentient food items is cognizine. Very quickly, cognizine is a fairly difficult chemical to make, but it is often easier found through salvage or science. Science can get artifacts to spit out cognizine. I think the liquid anomaly can spit out cognizine. I think even botanists can make cognizine. Botany is probably the least likely place to get it, but there are several places to get it. As a chef, you really can't do anything about getting cognizine. You're kind of at the mercy of the other crew members. But if you specifically pester salvage or chemistry to make it, cognizine's cool in general, though. People would typically seek it out regardless if you ask for it. You just have to be persistent in actually getting some yourself. Cognizine very quickly makes sentient animals. If I were to go inject Alexander with cognizine, he would become sentient, become a ghost roll, and able to speak English, or whatever language, obviously, the common tongue of the station. So to make a cake cat, we first need to make cake. And making cake is simple. You can do it round start with no assistance. You just need a little bit of sugar, flour, and eggs, which are all available in the chef vendor. And you're going to want to go to the cookware, and you probably want to get a large beaker, the dinnerware, sorry. And all you have to do is you come over here, get your ingredients. You need 5 sugar, so you pick up the sugar bag, press Z, and you can left click the beaker. Flour, you only need 15 units, so you press C, pick it up, put it in there. And you need 2 eggs, and to crack an egg into a beaker, you just pick up the egg and left click the beaker. It's a little bit different than transferring other things. And as soon as you apply all the correct ingredients, you will make a cake batter. All you do now is put it in a microwave and cook it for 15 seconds, and you're good to go. A cake cat also requires a box of raisins, which you can get in vending machines like the Get More Chocolate Core. And now that we have the box of raisins, our cake is done. We can just throw this all back in the microwave. We need 5 units of cognizine. So this, obviously I have a jug of it. So you could just put it in something like a glass and shove it in the microwave. We need 15 units of milk. You can always find milk in your chef closet. There is also an additional 2 milk in the chef vendor, however you do it. And of course you can always get a cow. So we need 15 units, which is just 3 left clicks. Throw that in the microwave. We also need an animal heart, which you can very easily get by gibbing a monkey, which you will also have access to. You have to gib it, though. You don't put on the meat spike. So once you gib it, you'll get an animal heart. You shove that in there, and that is actually all you need. You just have to cook it for 15 seconds. And as soon as it's done, our cake cat will be born. And there's the cake cat. Somebody could take it over as a ghost roll. It could talk, it can scratch, it can open doors. It is a pretty cool little ghost roll. Now we'll move on to the bread dog. The bread dog is very similar to the cake cat. It just has a slightly different recipe, but still uses cognizine, so it still has the same level of difficulty in that regard. So just to start, we'll just do the 5 units of cognizine. Toss it in the microwave. The bread dog also requires an animal heart, so you might have to kill an unfortunate monkey once again and take their heart. Shove that in the microwave. We will also need space shrooms, which space shrooms you can usually find in maintenance, and all you have to do is left click it to pick it, and you could take the space shroom. It can be slightly difficult to find them. They're not renewable as far as I'm aware, maybe on salvage, but you have to try to find them anyways for this recipe. Kitchens that have more than one microwave, you could just cook the space shrooms in the other microwave, but I forgot you have to cook them. They cook in 5 seconds, so it's really not a big deal if you did what I did and overfilled it. So there we go, we have our cooked space shrooms and reshove the heart and cognizine back in there. But next we want some dough, and to make dough it's really simple. You just need 10 units of water and 15 units of flour and a container, and it'll spit out the dough instantly. And we need to make sausage bread, and you can get raw meat from the chef vendor, or you can just butcher an animal. And in a microwave, you just combine the two for 15 seconds. We'll have sausage bread. Once that is done, we can then make the bread dog. Take the bread, shove it in the other microwave. Having 2 microwaves definitely helps with organization. And that is it. Out pops the bread dog. And again, just like the cake cat, it is a sentient roll. Somebody could take it over. It doesn't mean you can't eat them. Also, you can slice the bread dog As horrifying as that might be, especially if it's alive, that is something you can do. And that is all. Hope you learned how to make these two food recipes. They're cool food recipes, and thank you for watching.